is your girl Tamika with a Y coming to you from your hottest podcast, the Tamika with a Y podcast show. I'm super excited about today's episode. I'm not in the studio, guys. I'm actually in my room. And so I have my screen blurred only because you might see my child running up and through here. So if you do, just we're gonna act like she's invisible, okay? It's the mompreneur life. That's what it's called. But anywho, super excited for today's interview. So happy that you guys are joining us on today on this cold, snowy, icy. I don't know what part of the country you are in or what part of the world you are in, but if you're in this area, honey, it is cold. All right. And so we are in the house, and we have our guest that's going to be joining us virtually, who I'm super excited. You guys, I cannot wait for you guys to meet her. She is probably one of my most favorite actors in the city of Memphis, Tennessee. She is a up and coming rising star. And so I can't wait for you guys to meet her. In the meantime, don't forget to go and like, share, comment, and tag. And honey, if you're not following us on all social media platforms, baby, what is you doing? Go ahead on and hit that like. Make sure you hit that follow button. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, we want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, Iyanu Organics. Yes, 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 yes. Organic hair care is real, and organic hair care is for you. So we want to give a huge shout out to Iyanu Organics. Now, without further ado, I want to bring up our guest. Her name is Miss Tamiko Rhodes, honey. We share almost the same name. I'm Tymika, she's Tamiko. But honey, listen, we sisters at the end of the day. Miss Tamiko Rhodes, who is a rising star, as I said earlier, in the music cinema industry and globally. I'm going to go ahead and say globally, but that definitely nationwide. She is from Chicago, Illinois. She is a mother of three. She is a single mother. Shout out to the single mother. Shout out to the mompreneurs out there. Yes, honey, we love us some good mompreneurs and those that are out there doing it and doing it well. She has been acting. She actually started acting in church in 1999, and then in 2015 she started dabbling and coming into the community theater and film scene, and she has loved every moment of it. She is an award-winning, a locally award-winning actress. And without further ado, let me go and bring up my girl, my girl. Come out here, Miss Tamiko. Yes, honey. Let me go ahead on and get you in here. There we go. Hey,
Hey everybody, how you doing?
hey, Miss Tamiko. It's so glad to finally have you on the show, to
Yes.
finally be here. I wish you were in the building, but I know it's super cold. And, honey, what we're not going to do is put ourselves in danger for a podcast episode. That's what we're not going to do, okay? Um,
Right.
but go ahead on and tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Okay, first, thank you, Tamika, for letting me come on your show. I am a single mother with three kids, like she stated. Been acting, I'm gonna say in the community, I don't know, since 2015. So what is that? How many years is that?
Ooh, a long time.
I'm gonna
Almost
say
10
eight.
years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I started out with Cassandra Hopkins, a play called "In Humble He Stood," and then I did. I can't think of the name of that play. It's been so many plays for me, I can't think of all of them. But I started out with her, and then I ended up with Marianne Washington. Been acting on stage with Marianne Washington for 5 years, and
Wow.
just multiple playwriters. Yeah.
Wow. And then you started doing film, right?
Oh yeah. I got introduced to filming by Nikki J. Nikki J had made a post on Facebook. She was looking for people to be a crackhead in her series called Scattered Pieces. So I'm like, okay, I can do that. So I sent her my information, and ever since then, I've been bit by the bug to do filming.
Yes. Well, I
Mhm.
know that, I'm so familiar with everyone that you've just mentioned, Marianne, Nikki J. Nikki J, that is my girl. That is my girl. And so I have been able to really like see you on stage and even work with you most recently with Pretty
Yes,
Hurts,
yes.
and to really be able to kind of be in your presence. And you have been such a marvelous light in the acting community in Memphis, Tennessee. So, what was that thing that really kind of pushed you to get into acting?
Well, it started in high school. My art teacher, Mr. Johnson, he used to help us build like sets for the stage plays that was going on in high school, and I was behind the scenes. So I was like, I can do that. I could do that, but I didn't get into it until I moved to Memphis back in 1993. And I used to write skits from the Sunday school lesson. I used to take them Sunday school lessons and write skits. And then my pastor at the time, he wanted me to do a huge play for the church banquet. So I wrote my first play back in, ooh, Lord have mercy, I'm going to say 97.
What?
And, uh-huh,
Ah,
and we performed it at a hotel in front of a lot of people. So, yeah.
wow. So wait, so Miss Tamiko, so you are a writer. Honey, I love me a good writer. Are you a writer as well?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Girl,
Mhm.
when you going okay, so when you gonna start working on your own stuff?
Well, I already got something in the making. I'm not going to spoil it, but I am going to say this. It is going to be at the Kennedy Center.
Girl, look, you
Yeah.
better come on with the Cannon Center. For those that don't know, the Cannon Center is probably the largest theater based, well, not theater based, but it's one of the largest facilities that houses theater space in the Memphis,
Mhm.
Tennessee area. And it is gorgeous, honey. I mean, you've had just about almost any and everybody. I think Tyler Perry did a stage play there. Jacarius Johnson. What's the other baby? Dave Talbert. It literally is the stage of playwrights. And so
Yeah.
any playwright that finds themselves on the canon stage, any actor that's find themselves on the canon stage, it is truly an honor. I've been blessed. I have not done a stage play there, but I have been, I have participated in quite a few productions there, theatrical productions, and it is, oh my God, the feel of it is just, it's none other. It
Mhm.
literally, there is no other feel like it. So kudos to you, Miss Tamika. So now listen,
Thank
guys,
you.
she just told you guys that she is planning to host a stage play that she is writing at the Kansas. How many all do me a favor? While you're listening, go ahead on and follow her on all social media platforms on Facebook and Instagram so you can keep up with what Miss Tamiko Rhodes got going on. Because baby, we got to pack out this cancer for our sister, right?
It's going down. It is going
Yeah,
down, Tamika.
it's
Mhm.
going down for
It's
real.
going down.
That is awesome. Come on in. Y'all know I'm a mom, and my babies are
Right.
always gonna walk in on whatever I got going on. Don't come into the scene, baby. How can I help you? That's my oldest baby, Lila. And she's working on building out her own platforms and stuff as well. But Miss Tamiko, so that is amazing. And
Yeah.
kudos to you,
Thank
for
you. Thank
even taking that leap of faith to put your projects out. I say anyone that takes the time and writes something and put it out for the world to see and for the world to judge, that
you.
in itself is an accomplishment. So whether it's sold out, which we believe is sold out, and whether it is or it's not, the accomplishment is that you completed it. And so I'm
Mhm.
so proud of you for
Thank
even
you.
taking the first step to going in that direction. So what made you, because I remember you saying that you were in school, you saw them build sets and everything like that, and so when you saw Miss Nikki J's audition form to get
Mhm.
into it, what has your journey been like in stage and film?
Oh, it's been great. Man, I met some great actors, great writers. I learned what to do and what not to do. It's been great. It's been great.
Wow.
Mhm.
So Have you ever thought about directing? Because I know you say you want to write a stage play, but have you ever thought about getting into that director's chair?
Yes, I can see
Yeah.
myself doing that. Yes.
Awesome. So what are your just kind of being in this space, what's been like some of your challenges in film and in theater?
Filming, you have to have patience because they have to film from this angle, film from that angle. It's different angles that they have to film from, and it takes a long time. Different scenes. I mean, it's just time consuming, but you get it done, it's done.
Right.
Stage plays, you have to constantly go to rehearsal, go to rehearsal. And once you get that stage, you either have it or you don't.
Mm, that is
Yeah.
true. You don't
Um,
get any do-overs.
nope, nope. There's no cut. Let's do it over. Live. That's it. You either have it or you don't.
Or you don't. Yeah. And it's,
Mhm.
when I was doing when I was acting in stage plays, which I've always wanted to get back into it. But being a mompreneur and business owner and writing and stuff like that, I just haven't found the space and the time to get back into it. But that is one thing that is very interesting about theaters. If you don't know it by the time you get on stage, baby, you are up a creek. Okay.
Right. That's
Because you can't bring your stage, you can't bring your script with you. It's
mhm, mhm.
what Eminem said, you only got one shot.
That's it.
You
One.
get one shot. That's it. That is it. So Miss Tamika, what made you, or what pushed you to move to Memphis from Chicago?
Well, my mom. I was born and raised in Chicago. My mother, Memphis is her hometown. So when she got sick, she wanted to come back home. And I'm like, being sarcastic, do they even have cars in Memphis? Don't they get around in horses and buggy? So just being funny, my mom was like,
Yeah.
girl, I'll slap you. Of course. So after I graduated from high school, my mother, she moved back home in 92. I wanted to finish my last year in high school there with everybody, So she allowed me to do that. And my mother, I came down here because my mother was here.
Wow. So you're so because I'm a transplant as well. I was born and raised in New Orleans.
Mhm.
And we moved up here, honey. Way I'm in college and everything, working and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
did you move up here as a child or kind of in your adult age?
Yeah, I was 17 going on 18. So graduated out of high school and um, I just had to be by my mother because she was sick. And,
Mhm.
my mother it was 10 of us. Um, out of the 10, what, four was grown. So she needed help. So, I came to help her and, be by her side.
Oh, that's a blessing. So it's 10 of y'all.
Yes, 5 and 5. 5 girls, 5 boys.
What? Oh my
Mhm.
God. Honey, your mama is strong, honey. That's a strong woman.
Yeah, she was strong. Yeah.
Wow. That is amazing. And it's a beautiful thing, to have that type of relationship, with your mom. I've been blessed to be able to have a me and my mom have such an amazing relationship now. And so it's to me when I see women who have been able to have meaningful, strong relationships with their mother. To me, that's a big thing because that shows us the strength of womanhood growing up. It allows us to know what being a woman is. It allows us to know what being a lady is, and we have that those memories and those traits that we pick up from our mothers. And so that's a beautiful thing. That's such a beautiful thing. So segueing back into theater and film and all of that, so I know we talked about the challenges, but what have been some of your highlights in being this rising star?
I'm going to say this. getting outside of my life and getting into character, being somebody else, I, taking me out of the norm of my, to me, boring life, doing something else. That's the highlight for me.
Wow.
Getting on that stage, feeling the presence from the audience, the feedback. Oh my God, it's nothing like. Oh my God, I can't. Oh, the energy from the crowd.
Yeah.
It's nothing like live. It's nothing like it. I love filming, but the audience live, it's nothing like it.
Yeah, and with film, it's like you have to wait so long before the audience get a chance to see the project, the product, and
And yourself.
right, and then stage is immediate. It's that
Yeah,
immediate gratification of knowing that you have been able to impart something positive into someone's life, and you see the reaction when they're coming up to you, taking pictures with you, and leaving messages on social media, and just all those different things. It's such a beautiful experience.
yeah,
And not only that, but it also teaches. I know for me, it taught me discipline. Like, it really, really taught me discipline. It taught me patience. It taught me um um dedication, and what it is to really see something to the finish line. Because I know growing up, I was always someone, I would start something and I'll stop it. I don't want to do it no more. And theater
yeah,
pushes you to
yeah.
complete something. So
Mhm.
what has so I mean, do you have that same kind of sentiment in regards to that piece of it?
Like,
Like the
no,
completions. Gotcha.
no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
With
For me,
me,
it was that thing that pushed me to finish.
mm-mm. I mean, I'm gonna say this. I guess because I had to grow up quick. Because even though I moved here to Memphis to help my mom, with my siblings and everything, she passed away. So when she passed away, the state was going to come in and separate my siblings. So I had to go to court, face the judge, and I got legal custody over my siblings. So I had to grow up quick.
Wow.
So with two kids, Tamika, I had two of my own. So I turned 19, from 19 to I say age of 40, the things I was doing. So
Wow.
acting for me is therapeutic. It takes me away from all this responsibility, all this stress,
Yeah.
you know. So I
Yeah.
love getting a role being somebody else.
Mm.
The excitement of being somebody else, the eyeglasses through somebody else's life, because it's this one particular character uh, that I played. I was battling with myself, like, do women do this? And the writer was like, yes, Tamika, a lot of women tolerate this and tolerate that. I'm like, she said, see, that's the problem. You're thinking within you what you would do. Think about this character. You have to become this character. When I became that character on the stage, it's like I felt every pain, every that roller coaster ride that she went through. So I enjoy stepping outside of me and becoming somebody else and thinking how they think and seeing how they see, because it's a whole big world outside of my little bitty space. So I just enjoy just getting a role and becoming somebody else and seeing life through somebody else's eyes and mine through the script.
And that's a that I are you the oldest of your family?
No, I'm the middle.
Really?
I'm the middle.
Wow. So you pretty much took your younger siblings and raised them.
Mhm.
Oh, you strong.
Tamika, I
Wow.
was going to, look, this is the thing. When I used to go to the school to clear suspensions or had to go talk to the principal, they looking at me like, girl, where's your mama? I am the mama, the guardian. And I used to hear
Wow.
this so much, Tamika, you are strong. And I'm like, what do you mean strong? I'm just doing what I need to do for my brothers and sisters. What do you mean? I didn't even look at it as being strong. I'm just doing what I know to do to keep us together.
Wow. So your drive for for what you do, it makes so much sense to me. Because
Mm,
you really had, like you said, you had to grow up fast. You had to step into a mother role. And what's
mhm.
interesting is that I see that in your acting. Like you have
Really?
such this yeah, you have this nurturing, spirit, even when you're
Mm,
in your when you're acting and when you're on set. How
mhm.
you are the person that's like, okay, we're gonna do this. You take charge. You are the person that just kind of facilitates. And I never understood why. I always thought it was a beautiful trait, but I didn't know. But now it makes sense because you've had to do that
Yeah.
for literally the majority of your life. You've been in the role of being a guardian and a parent, to
Mhm,
not just your own children but also your siblings. That is such a beautiful, and I know it's so funny because we were in church Sunday,
mhm.
and I was telling them, I said, I always hear people quote, God gives his strongest battles, his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers. And honey, it's to the point I'm like, all right, now look at here, Jesus. Wait. Do I have to be strong
Right.
forever? You know,
Right.
it's one of those things, but you have done it with grace. And I didn't even know you were, we I know we was both in them, them 40 digits, honey. We look good. We look good.
Thank you. Thank you. Look, I promise you, Tamika, a lot of the people you say, you're so strong. But I'm like, what do you mean? It's just life. I'm just dealing with life. I don't know what you mean by strong. I mean, it
Wow.
did not, it did not, I'm telling you, it's like, okay, she's gone. They're going to come and take my siblings and separate them. No, step in. Let's go to court. Do this, do that. Just dealing with it. Just going on and dealing with it. Yeah.
Wow. And that's, that again, it's a testament of your character and who you are, because, most people may have not felt mature enough to take that,
Mm.
take on that role, and you did it without even questioning it. So how has what you've gone through, I don't even want to say what you've gone through, but what you've encountered, what you've experienced, how has that played a role in the type of roles you choose?
Uh-huh. Um, because of my background, my mother raised us in church, number one. My mother was a godly woman. Tamika, uh, f- I wore my first pair of pants in the fifth grade. When I say my mother was a holy roller,
Yes.
sanctified, they used to call us the sanctified kids. I didn't even know what sanctified meant. I was just going to church because I was forced to go. I wasn't paying attention. But anyway, it just molded me into just cover yourself, wear a little makeup, but not too much. Just kind of be a lady and stay away from this and stay away from that. I mean, of course, I got into some stuff, of course, but because of my mother, the way she brought us up, and I know the word. Oh my God, I know the word. I've been ordained 3 times, Tamika. Um, I
Wait
can
a
tell you
minute.
what.
Time out. Hold up. Wait. File on the play. What?
Yes, yes.
Tamiko.
Um, this is how it be started. This is how it happens. I would go to church because see, I love Sunday school. Ooh, I would sit there. I would be the first one waiting to ask
Wow.
questions. So they notice how I have a comeback when they ask a question. I come back with a scripture and I'm like, well, what do you? So they said, you're a word person. I want to send you through missionary class. It's a missionary license. I'm like, okay, I can do that. Did that. So much stuff went on in the church, so I left. Because I'm just like, y'all supposed to be like this. We supposed to be like this and all this going on. I'm like, okay. One time, two times. Tamika, three times. Three. Do you hear me? Three.
Three.
So three. So I have a history in the Church of God in Christ. My picture, took pictures with all the missionaries, uh, missionary classes, been through all
Wow.
my background, my mother, her lifestyle, showing us that you can live holy. I know the difference. Scripture, my dad, just a circle of things in my life.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. I would okay, so first of all, girls, I feel like we got the same life. I promise I thought it feel like we got the same because I've dealt with that, I've been in church my whole life. I think I didn't so interestingly, I didn't wear my first pair of pants until my 12th grade year of school.
Mhm.
And the only reason why I wore them is because my dad was like, "We're not buying you pants, so you can only wear pants until you're able to buy them yourself." Girl, I got my first job the summer before going into my last year of school.
Wow.
Girl, my first check, I went and bought me a pair of pants, and I was like, I'm wearing some pants. So get honey, get the when we used to go, we had to wear the little thing on our head, girl, the little
Mhm.
chappy cap on our head, and
Mhm.
honey, wear a little sheet on our legs when we sitting down. And girl, thank God for growth. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank God for growth.
I'm okay. That's how I end up wearing my first pair. You know, because there's 10 of us. The school used to give my mom bags of clothes because they knew she had so many kids. This one particular year, two pair of jeans, two. I ran in the bathroom, tried them on. I can fit them. My mother told me, "Don't think you're gonna be wearing them jeans." I said to myself, I'm gonna be wearing these jeans. So what I used to do, get up early in the morning and wear those jeans twice a week before my mother. I'm gone. You're not gonna tell me I'm not gonna wear these jeans, mama. We live in Chicago, Illinois. It's cold, mom. Really? So after a while, my mother let me. She didn't say nothing to me. She just let me wear the jeans, and then gradually buying jeans. Just ugh.
And that's what I'm saying, because in Chicago, baby, that's the windy city. So I can only imagine, we lived in the so we had our winters were not really wintry. So the skirts and honey, let's not even talk about the thick socks with the tennis shoes and skirts down to our ankles, girl.
Yeah.
Jesus. Honey, it was so bad. My mom was making my skirt. Girl, I promise you, I felt like I was going to school in sackcloth and ashes in real life. I said, what,
Look, we had. I know we had to wear a good 3 leg warmers because Chicago.
Yes.
And my dad had cars. My dad used to work on cars, and people used to just give him vehicles. That's how good he was. So we had cars in our truck. We had cars, Tamika. Do you think they was taking us to school? No, ma'am.
Y'all was walking.
No. We was walking.
Ooh.
Snow, you was walking. Rain, baby, you was walking. It wasn't no, come on, y'all, let's go. It's cold like they do here. Mm-mm.
Oh my
No.
God. All 10 of y'all.
So 10. So it made us stronger. I mean, I would walk now, you know. So yeah,
Oh,
that
wow.
upbringing, that upbringing and the way my mother was, uh, I don't try to be like the hot girl, the
Yeah.
thought girl, you know. Um, like now, I'll show a little cleavage, but at first I wasn't doing it. I wasn't. So yeah.
Honey, listen, I'm because look, I'm good and grown. I'm a big grown girl. Even look right here. It's so funny because I kept looking right here, like Lord, let me put my little shirt.
See, see, see. I'm gonna tell you who broke me. Tasha Gibson. Tasha said, Tamika, girl, show them girls a little bit. Yeah, I'm grown. Come on. No. But gradually I started doing it. I'm like, you know,
Wow, but it's
background,
interesting.
background.
Exactly. But it did, I know that, growing up in church, sometimes their teachings were, extreme. But the truth
Um,
is that, we grew up in a space where we understood that even if I'm not in church every Sunday, there are just some things I'm just not going to do.
yeah,
Right.
exactly,
Like I'm not
exactly.
about to be putting on no hot girl skirts and but that's just kind of in our upbringing, not shading anyone who does. But I know
Right.
for me, even like it's so funny because when I first met Tracy and we just recently had this conversation, he said, when I first met you, all your clothes were baggy. He was like, I didn't even know you had a shape. I was
Yeah.
he said it took me about a year and a half just to find out you actually got a shape. I said, well,
Mm,
I just, but it was just what we grew up in. So it wasn't, like you said, not out there thought and then everything falling out and hanging out, and even
right.
when you got a little body, yada, yada, you still are a little conservative, to a
Exactly.
certain point. So, wow.
Exactly.
Girl, we like the same person almost.
I can tell you some stuff. Child, I just be quiet. I be quiet. And when people come to me with scriptures, I just get real quiet just to see where they gonna go. Because I'm like, come on with it. You don't even know you're talking to a word person. Come on with it. Come on. Mhm.
Exactly. I'm the same way. I had we had this people that came to our house, knocking, witnessing and stuff. And I opened up the door and they was like, we want to talk to you about Jesus. I said, go ahead. And they was talking, and the man I said, well, that scripture wrong. He was like, I said, baby, oh, I know the word. Now listen, I might have this bonnet on my head, but baby, I know the word. I
Mhm.
know God and He knows me. All right. So
Mhm. Now I don't practice what I know all the time, but I know.
absolutely, absolutely. It's look either way it goes, it's in there. It's up
Like,
in there,
you right.
you know.
You right. Mhm.
Oh, that is so awesome. So what are some of this has just been a joy because this is I know we've been in each other's presence, but we've never had like an in-depth conversation,
Right.
like this. So it's beautiful to know we have a lot in common, especially in our upbringing, and
Uh-huh.
everything. So how do you you mentioned Tarsha, and I definitely want to acknowledge Tarsha. We lost Tarsha last year. And she
Right.
was such a beautiful soul. I had a chance to meet her a couple of times. We chatted a
Mhm.
little bit on Facebook, but I never really, and I think I got a chance to see her perform once or twice, but I never really had that opportunity to just sit in her presence. And I know that
Mhm.
was one of your really, really, really dear friends. So what was Tarsha's role in your journey in theater and film?
Tasha was a light. Tasha was, oh my gosh, strong. She was like the big sister that'll push you no matter what. Um, she looked mean. She had that serious demeanor about herself, but she was sweet. She'll listen to you. She was just that person that'll push you no matter what. Um, I saw that woman act through pain. She was in pain and acting, and I'm like, this woman is strong,
Wow.
strong. She came to a party that I threw in pain because she felt like she didn't want to let me down by not showing up. She didn't stay long, but she came. And I'm like, girl, get out of here. What are you doing here? I just didn't. She was just a light.
Yeah, she was,
And
and I would, saw her. She definitely gave mom. That was the spirit that she really exude was she was very motherly. I mean, she was always kind. When I reached out to her, we talked about working together, and when she passed, that really broke my heart because she was one of those people in Memphis I always wanted to work with, but she led a life of excellence, and she truly touched the theater and film community here in Memphis, and she is truly missed. She's truly missed, and we continue to pray for her family and her husband, and those you and those that were very close to her. So segueing to what do you have coming up next, Miss Tamiko?
next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I will be in the Blind Man play written by paves.
Yes. And so what role do you play in The Blind Man?
I have two roles. I will be a therapist and a grieving mother.
Oh, nice,
Yes.
nice, nice. So tell us a little bit about, I know and if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but is it like a
Mhm.
series of
Yes, it's
events
like a
or okay.
tales from the crypt.
Oh, oh, oh. It's like horror on stage.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's gonna be good.
That's what I like. That's what I like about Basil. When I went to see the dinner, when I saw the title, I'm like, somebody gonna get killed. He gonna have a dinner. Somebody gonna get. When I saw the dinner, I said, okay, I like the way he think. I said, oh my God. It was refreshing to see something different. And he brought it.
Wow, that
So,
is awesome. Awesome. Well, listen, guys, you guys have got to go and get your tickets to the Blind Man show
mhm,
that will be coming this upcoming weekend. You all can reach out to Miss Tamiko Rhodes, so
mhm.
that if you have any questions about it or want to purchase tickets. So, what else you have? I know you have the Blind Man, and I know we got Pretty Hurts that's going to be releasing next month. But what else? And outside of your own stage play, yes, ma'am.
Well, I know Mr. Love brought he called it riddle. But I have a talent show that I have put together for kids ages 6 through
Oh,
17. And this talent show is going to be at the Hickory Ridge Mall, March the 9th from 3 to 7.
March 9th,
So,
3 to 7.
mhm,
Okay.
yeah. If any parent want to sign their kid up, this QR code, they just open that. It'll open up the application. They can fill it out and they in because it's just gonna um, ask what you're gonna do and things like that. So yeah,
Is there a website that they can go to?
no, this been going around because it has the QR scanner code thing
Oh,
on it, and when you scan it, it opens up and you can see the application and fill it out, and I will
oh.
receive it and you in there.
Absolutely. That is, I had no idea, Miss Tamiko. Make sure you send me that
Mm,
information because I got some kids I would love for them to, especially my middle daughter. She's the ballerina, hip hop. She's all creative. So I'm sure she would love to participate in it. So please send me the information so
yes,
that I
ma'am.
can sign up for it as well. So we got
Okay.
Blind Man, Pretty Hurts, talent show, your stage play at the Cannon Center. Miss Tamiko, what don't you do? You are a woman of adventure, a woman of talent, a woman of excellence. What don't you do, girl?
say this. I don't cook like I used to. Because my kids are grown. I don't cook like I used to. I don't have to do it. I
Yeah.
can grab something, get me happy, and keep on moving.
So you're an empty nester. All your kids are like grown,
Oh
out the
no, no,
house,
no,
grown.
no. The baby still,
Oh, hey, baby. Look, I told
He's
Tracy, I
just
go to.
18.
Oh, that's sweet. As your baby, I'm not even gonna ask. Look, we ain't gonna get into none of your personal information because ain't nobody business about who her baby is, and ain't y'all business. All right. Um, but I told Tracy, I said we got three, and I know the first two, they're the ones that's gonna go off to college to get their own apartment. But this baby here, child, she might be here till
Mhm.
Jesus comes. So
Uh-uh.
um, she probably ain't gonna never leave. Oh, but that is so awesome. Well, Miss Tamiko, just
Mhm.
hearing your story, hearing your journey has been truly an honor
Mhm.
to sit with you, get to know you a little bit better, to be able to follow what you're doing, to support what you're doing. And so, listen, those that are listening, I need you guys again. If you might have just logged in, okay, you're not too late. All right. So, what I need you to do is go to Facebook, Instagram, and go and follow Miss Tamiko Rhodes on all social media platforms. And definitely reach out to her about her upcoming projects. We want to support our sister in arts, and we want to make sure that we show her that we are there for her. And not only that, honey, but we also want to make sure that we help her prep for her own stage production that she's going to be producing. I don't know if it's going to be 2024, 2025, but whenever it is, we want to make sure that we show up and we show out for our sister. Miss Tamiko, leave us with one lasting quote. If there's someone who's interested in getting into the theater community, or someone who may just be dealing with life, because life tends to life at times, let us know or leave us with something that can help them on their journey.
All I can say is whatever you're going through, you can make it. And remember this, you're going through. You're not going to stay stuck. Hard times are not going to stay forever. I'm a single mother. I know how it is uh, going through thinking you would never see light because so much is piled on you. You got to do this, you got to do that, and it's no one you can look to but God. So look to the hills which cometh your help because all your help comes from the Lord. So stay encouraged. Um, Nothing lasts forever, and I mean hard times. Your babies will grow up, so praise God for that. And just pray. Just pray and do the best that you can do and stay focused.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Tamiko Rhodes, for sharing those lasting, encouraging words to us and to just reminding us that no matter what it is that we're going through, we can make it. And we can make it. And we are so grateful and so thankful that you made it so that you can share your wonderful gift with us on stage and on film. All right, guys. So it's your girl, Tamika with the Y, coming to you from the hottest podcast, the Tamika with a Y podcast show. Now, listen again. Go make sure you follow Miss Tamiko Rhodes on all social media platforms. And also, don't forget to like, tag, comment, and share right here in this thread. And don't forget to go and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay up to date with everything that we have going on. We also, again, want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, Iyanu Organics, rooted in nature and created for you. Definitely check out Iyanu Organics if you are interested in changing your hair care to clean organic products. We also want to remind you guys, if you are interested in being a guest on the Tamika with a Y podcast show, make sure you go to my website, www.imtymika.com, and go ahead on to our podcast tab and send me a message. I would love to have you on our show. We want to give a huge shout out to our partners, Vibranium Consultants. If you have any marketing needs, reach out to Vibranium Consultants, to Curry Brothers Publishing. If you are interested in publishing your book, your memoir, or your poetry, definitely reach out to them. They are Black owned and Black ran. And Inflatable Clubhouse. If you are planning to have an upcoming party, of course in the springtime, honey, because we ain't doing no winter. But if you're interested in looking for an Inflatable Clubhouse for your upcoming event, definitely reach out to Inflatable Clubhouse. And last but not least, we want to give a huge shout out to Miss Tamiko Rhodes for spending a little bit of her time with us on today. And listen, last, like Miss Tamiko Rhodes say, stay focused and make sure that you work on what it is that God has placed in your hands because you are amazing. You are great. And honey, listen, if we're going to do this thing called life, we might as well do it well. It's your girl, Tymika with the Y, coming to you last and not least on the Tymika with the Y podcast show. We cannot wait to see you guys at our next upcoming podcast episode. Love you so much. As always, smooches and deuces. See you guys later. Bye bye.